Welcome to the Tavern at the end of the internet, where we talk about the internet as a community and industry and any news that floats through our doors. Come take a seat. My name's Reese.
And my name's James.
And to start us off, I believe we've seen another person abandon ship, very similar to our first topic last week, but this time they did not end up at the same place.
Yeah, this is beyond unprecedented, at least from my perspective.
Unprecedented.
Yeah, so, I mean, from the last I heard, YouTube was looking at scrapping their streaming, at least their YouTube gaming, which is where they kind of try to get the most people streaming, and now they're apparently paying to get people into partnerships, and to the point where they're sniping people from some platforms.
Yeah, very similar to what Mixer has done previously with Shroud and Ninja.
But
Now,
there's a distinct difference here, that
yes.
with Shroud and Ninja, the Mixer sniped these absolute, Goliaths on the platform. This guy, his name is it's either Courage or Courage. It's very.
I'm feeling with the weird capitalization. Oh my god! Shut up, internet phone. The weird capitalization of the words. It seems like it's meant to be Courage.
Yeah. So this guy has 2 million subs on YouTube?
Just shy of it, yeah.
Yeah, just shy, and that's not even including that since this kind of news broke, because he's the first one for YouTube to have done this, he's grown a lot, so he was even less than that. Now, we're tiny in our own channel, so I'm not trying to downplay something with 2 mil, but from what we've seen, 2 million is not much to be getting sniped.
Well, I mean, Mixer, what am I saying, Mixer? Mixer was the one who took it, but Ninja, he was the one, he took over, or had at least 20 million from Twitch. And that's a lot of people at 20 million. And then to be sniped at 2 million, the sort of impact that you'd have. I actually don't know his count on Twitch. I didn't actually see that part, but regardless, he got pulled from whatever he was on Twitch to seemingly, I guess, a more, I don't want to say profitable, but YouTube obviously sees money in this somewhere.
Yeah, I think they just made the call to pay for somebody less just to pay for the controversy or pay for the news. Like, we're talking about it now. Maybe that's what they banked on. They didn't bank on this Courage guy actually bringing anyone across. I don't know. When I saw his channel, he was just another Fortnite streamer. Like, he really wasn't bringing anything phenomenal. He's just so generic. I don't know why this guy, of all people, kind of got bought.
Yeah, and actually, if anybody remembers the meme where it was sort of, Mum, can we get McDonald's? Can we get McDonald's? No, we have food at home. And then food at home is like discount variant of whatever the hell it is. I kind of feel like this is the streaming equivalent where it's like, Mom, I want to go to Twitch. We have Twitch at home. Twitch at home. Courage on YouTube. Like,
yeah, I want to watch Ninja. We've got Ninja at home.
Yeah.
It's just this and Misk-ass fucking Fortnite player. I don't know. I'm mainly surprised that YouTube's still alive in the streaming scene. I thought they'd given up the ghost, and maybe that's all they're trying to pay for here is the fact that to go, hey, we're not giving up yet. But it is really interesting to see them add another fighter to the arena. I thought it was definitely just going to be Mixer versus Twitch with D-Live in the background. We have the king. Look who really won. But no, it looks like YouTube is trying to put their foot in the fight with just the weakest fighter possible for some reason.
Some dude was sitting there and we're like, in the right corner, the back right corner, we have Ninja. In the back left corner, we have, I don't know, Dr. Disrespect. In the front right corner, we have PewDiePie. And in the front left corner, we have Courage? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, it'd be like if that announcer was saying, in the right corner we have PewDiePie weighing in at 100 million grams. We've got Shroud and Ninja combined reaching around 40 to 50 million grams. And then in the YouTube corner we have this guy weighing 2 grams. How is he even in this fight?
He's like some featherweight. He turns sideways and he just disappears.
Yeah, and he's just raising more questions about how did this guy get here.
How did he even get in here? I don't know, man. He did his own thing.
I really wonder where we're going to see YouTube go next. I still think YouTube streaming is done, right?
I'd like to think that, like, they obviously still have it there, and I think that's almost just so they can put their hand up and be like, hey, we do have streaming services, but they don't have the sort of foothold or the reinforcement of people using YouTube streaming, barring a few people here and there that use it. I used to use it. I thought it was great. Then I got introduced to Twitch, and I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks, YouTube. You were great. Thanks for taking my virginity, but I'm going to give the rest of it to somebody else.
Yeah, there's this one thing. I guess it's worth mentioning. As we said from last week, we did actually check out Mixer. It's just Twitch again. I mean, it's just the same thing. They've got some slight variations. I mean, it's pretty cool. I honestly can't really fault it. It obviously is going. They're trying to sell it as an alternative. It's definitely not trying to be. It's not even trying to be better. It's just an alternative, and it's kind of clunky in some places and better in others. But one thing that they're putting in, even though it's still in beta, is clips. You can clip small parts. That is the lifeblood of Twitch. You can, if somebody does a sick frag or they say a hilarious joke, people love getting that clip, posting it around, and that's what makes channels viral, is when these clips pop off.
Yeah.
YouTube has nothing like that. Despite being a video hosting website, they've never had an option to have videos from it. You just have to upload a bloody 4-hour video that no one's going to watch.
Which is actually really surprising because, like you said, they are a hosting website. If you stream on YouTube, you can keep the entirety of that stream. If you stream for days on end and then you stop the stream, YouTube will have a copy of that entire stream, yet nobody can clip it at any point in time unless you download it yourself and cut it up.
Even to a more extreme, if somebody did try and clip it in any regard, they'd probably get copyright striked because it's your content. Which is another thing too, because speaking of copyright, that's one thing that really killed YouTube streaming. At least it killed it for me, and I know it definitely has affected you in the past. That
yeah, for sure.
If you stream on Twitch and you have copyrighted material, they just take out the audio later from the VODs, and then everyone just kind of carries on. Like it's kind of a don't ask, don't tell kind of loophole for the copyright claim. Like they just say, like, once they mute it, and then if anyone asks, they just go, oh, well, you can't prove it. The clip's gone. And which is really a good way about it. But YouTube's the opposite. If you have any music, they'll just shut down your whole channel. It's bloody preposterous. I can't imagine going back to streaming on YouTube because it is so crippling to the content creator. And then it's weird to see them now trying to fight back. It's like, nah, you guys are dead.
Yeah, well, actually, you know what? Two things that really surprised me about that sort of copyright shit. One really interesting one is, I think it's sort of the more loud variant of copyright claiming, was just when, it was actually when you and I were streaming together on YouTube, and we walked across a road past a bar, and the song that was playing in the bar got copyright striked. Like, to that extent of sort of pinholing, not pinholing, what's it, narrowing in on just any form of copyright usage. They're just like, nah, you played that as you crossed the street. That's my money now. Thank you.
Yeah, which is just so crippling.
And then on top of that, I've played Fallout New Vegas once, and I played a song on the Pip-Boy, and the entire thing, unlisted, off YouTube, got copyright claimed.
Classic.
I'm like,
classic.
Yes, well done. And that's like, so this would be the equivalent of having a VOD, and only you can access the VOD, but still a company's like, oh, you know, you had music in that? Yeah, that VOD, that's it's my content now. Thank you. And it's just like looking at that and that sort of stranglehold that copyright hold, or at least copyright claimers have on YouTube. You can't stream unless you're either using the in-game music, and even then, the in-game music could get you copyright striked.
But this is one thing that Twitch kind of shines, and I guess YouTube is gonna have to figure out, is that Twitch has the most variety. They've always been aiming for that kind of IRL, getting people actually doing stuff, people are dancing to stuff, building stuff. That's kind of cool. Not just games. Maybe YouTube only wants gamers. Maybe they don't want people walking past pubs. They're like, what are you doing near a pub? That's not content friendly. Please go back, play Minecraft, play Fortnite, and then you get your paycheck.
Oh my god.
Like, don't do anything too silly. We don't, if you do something funky, we're taking your money away. Go play Fortnite, which is all we've seen do well on YouTube at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, nothing too bizarre.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you really can't go outside the box very far, because otherwise you'll just end up in a territory where they're like, oh, that's not family friendly. We can't show that to the children fucking fan base. Ugh. Also, I just said fucking, which means we're never gonna get monetized.
Oh, we didn't stand a chance. What are you on about? You know what we should have been doing, buddy, to make our bank is just playing Fortnite.
Yeah,
That's where the money is. That's where you should put all your chips, and you should have no backup plan. Is just Fortnite, because that's the big brand play.
Oh, mate, I wonder if Fortnite is going to be like the Facebook. You know how Facebook sort of won the social media war? So it was like MySpace, Bebo, Google Plus, all that. But Facebook won. I wonder if Fortnite's going to be the Facebook of FPS games.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, how long did Facebook last?
What do you mean?
Didn't last that long, did it? I guess it was. I mean, well, it's dead now. Like, keep in mind that the user base is not the important part. It's more about influence, and like Facebook, as far as that goes, is dead.
They influenced the election.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
No.
But everything influences the election. Anyway, I was talking about Fortnite. We got this stupid story coming out, which I think is hilarious. And I mean, I do want to clarify. This isn't so much like laughing at somebody's misfortune. I mean, it's mostly that, but it's not all that. So there's this YouTuber called Jarvis. Apparently, he was with FaZe Clan.
Yeah, he was FaZe Jarvis.
FaZe Jarvis. Nothing phases Jarvis. Anyway, this bloke, actually a similar channel size to Courage. He had about 2 million subscribers, and all of his content was Fortnite related. All of it.
Not even
he was
COD.
doing pretty well for himself.
Not even COD. He wasn't even a COD turned Fortnite. He was just Fortnite.
Mm-hmm. He knew what his fans wanted, so he gave it to them. And then, for some reason, this bright spark decided to cheat. And we're not even talking about like doing a quirky glitch for a game or like doing something silly. Like, no, he just installed an aimbot and he cheated and he got banned.
But damn.
Now, if you know how this stuff kind of works, I mean, if you know about stories like Tyler 1, if you're a content creator and you get banned from a game, well, they can just find all of your accounts and constantly ban you. So he is actually just permanently banned.
Pretty much.
Which is really bad for him because it's his whole career. It's like he got banned from his workplace. It's just bizarre.
It's like you didn't get fired. You're still employed there, but you're just not allowed to enter.
Yeah, and it's just wild. Like, and he's actually made it to the second place on trending with an apology video. I mean, like, I guess it was worth a shot, but like, he knew the rules and he broke them, and then he's just effectively lost his career. I mean, what he should be doing right now is jumping ship to COD. Just go. Don't even look back. Run to COD. Run to, is there a Fortnite thing? Fortnite-like thing? PUBG, I guess? No, that's dead.
Yeah, Apex?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, just like pick up Apex, pick up COD, pick up anything. Just don't turn back. You will lose subs. That's a pity. But if you're still associated with FaZe Clan, you can make this work. But instead, everyone's just like pointing and like laughing at the cheetah boy. Just hilarious. And like, but they've made appeals and stuff, and Epic's just been like, nah, dude. You cheated. Like, what did you expect?
Yeah, and it's
stupid ass.
Stupid ass. Like, it's really funny because he's trying, and a lot of his fans, mind you, and even his own mother, because he's 17, he's not even an adult yet, but he's having so many people turn around and go to Epic and sort of be like, come on, he's just a kid, give him another chance. What did he really do that bad? And Epic's just kind of like, he broke the rules. He was playing the game, which means, according to what we know, he has a fundamental understanding of the rules, which means if he did the wrong thing, it's kind of on him. He did the crime here. So,
yeah.
Nah, he's not getting his account back. So, stick it and rotate.
I'll admit, I didn't even watch his apology video because, I mean, what's he sorry for? He he knew what he was doing. It was like, I'm not very good at this game, so I'll get some better frag clips if I just cheat. He knew that it had consequences, and he's upset that he got caught more than anything.
Yeah.
I just think it's so funny. We've talked about this stuff kind of previously, right?
Yeah.
Where huge content creators can be banned from platforms, right? If you're a huge Twitch streamer, you can be banned from Twitch.
Yeah, exactly.
You've effectively lost your job. But we've never seen somebody getting banned from a game and losing their job. Like, that's crazy. I mean, I guess it's because this guy could just go to another game, but he has apparently just put all of his stuff into Fortnite, and he's just freaking out at the notion of having to, like, play a different game.
Oh my god. And I guess, looking at it with all the fans as well, like, if your fans are just screeching as hard as they can because you got banned, and you have to bite the bullet and change to a game eventually if you want to keep doing online stuff. Like, that is such, I guess, you have to eat humble pie so hard and admit that you are wrong, and then all your fans who are super, like, hard on for you to play Fortnite, they have to be like, oh, you're playing Modern Warfare now. Huh.
Yeah, but, like, he's done anyway, right? I mean,
in theory,
he would have, because I don't play Fortnite. If I did, I assume I would have been killed by hackers at some point. Somebody using an aimbot.
Yeah.
I would be angry. I would be like, I can't believe I supported this guy, and he's one of the people I hate. I think that even if they unban him, especially now that it's like such a spectacle and he's got this video number 2 trending on YouTube of him bloody blubbering snot out of his nose, bloody big teary eyes. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, yeah, dude, like,
yeah, it sucks.
You are what the community hates. I mean, I don't feel empathy. I kind of understand, like, why it's sad, but I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's hard to empathize.
I guess it's like, when you have those rallies of people like sort of saying he didn't do nothing, sort of stuff. Like a real, they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything. Let him free my man. And that's kind of what's happening here. And it's like, no. He did do something wrong. I know you guys are just trying to say it's not that bad because it was, in a game online and stuff. He didn't like kill anybody for real, but he still broke the equivalent of the in-game law, like LAW law, and now he's being punished for it like you would in real life.
You kind of get that in sports too, like IRL sports.
Yeah, of course.
You take performance-enhancing drugs, and you can be just banned for life, and then your career kind of ends there. I guess it. Wait, do people take performance enhancers for esports?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I guess when you
got Ritalin.
Well, you got Ritalin. You got like cocaine or something that could really hype you up. I'm not saying that it's.
Are you guys ready to play some Fortnite?
Yeah. Fuck yes.
Winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, no, I don't think that counts as a performance enhancer.
I don't know.
But I think that, like, you would probably get roasted for Ritalin. Like, then again, some people actually need it, so it'd be interesting.
I guess for the sake of it, like, when you look at steroid use and stuff, for instance, like what's his name, Lance Armstrong, how he got caught out after all these years that he was abusing steroids, and now you sort of look back at it and you think, oh, wow, that guy got all these wins because he had the insert enhancer here. I guess that's kind of like the real life equivalent of an aimbot, because you can't really increase your, your reaction time or anything, because you still have to go with the computer and everything. You got to get it right as you move it and things. You can't really like lock your mouse in with a piece of wood so that it moves perfectly to each point. But like, if you put an aimbot in, that's kind of like taking steroids. It makes you game better. You play better without even having to do anything.
But he wasn't even competing. That's like the kind of weird part about this, is that he wasn't. Now, if he was in esports and the esport league said, yeah, no, you out of here, boy, that would make sense because he's cheating in that. But no, he's just cheating in the game. Just, I guess, in, like, pubs and stuff. Yeah, what a flex. He was just, like, cheating in the MISC game, and they said, no, this looks real bad. You're out of here. Yeah. I don't know. I think the dude's done. Personally, I always think this, though. I always think when somebody gets cancelled, I think you need to act smart and soon. I hope you can find somebody that will point you in the right direction. These guys never do. They never have somebody who can point them in the right direction, which is just so annoying. But like, what he needs to do, honestly, he's kind of stitched it now by crying, on camera. But he just needs to quickly find the next game, dust off his shoulders, and drop Fortnite. Like, it's done. But I mean, he'd be looking at his channel, going like, "I'm gonna lose all these people." But
Yeah.
you know, kids are fickle; they'll watch anything.
Yeah, probably. But I guess if you sort of think of it that way anyway, if you don't have Fortnite, you have 0 subscribers, you have 0 followers anyway. Like, get on something and get more in there as soon as possible.
I mean, you'd really hope that he's not such a talentless creator that people are only watching him for the fact that it's Fortnite. You'd
You'd hope
assume
not.
that some people would stay for his personality. Like there's a lot of people out there that would be thrilled to get banned from whatever their YouTube crutch is. They're, free of the shackles.
Yeah, for sure. It's a weird one, that. It's definitely such a strange sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's
hard to...
It would be so... At least his videos are still there. At least, like,
Yeah, you can at least be
Fortnite hasn't
regarded.
removed that from... Yeah.
Actually, but then you can sort of have everything questioned and be like, did you actually get this sick shot yourself? Was that really you?
Oh, yeah, I mean, if he played any game ever, he would just be that guy.
Hey guys, Jarvis is here. Oi, Jarvis, how's that bot going, mate? You still winning?
Nice channel. Did you bot those two? Oh, yeah, got him. Yeah, no, he's done so. I mean, I wonder what FaZe is going to do. If I was them, I would wash my hands.
Yeah, for
as
sure.
ASAP as possible. Get that guy out of here.
Well,
But,
yeah, of course, because they're meant to be the prestige sort of, we have the best players in the entire world sort of thing going on. And then they turn around.
Are they?
No, but I mean, that's sort of what most of these clans have. It's like, we have the greatest players. We have players that are really good. Then if you add somebody like him who has been found a bot, like, sort of wash your hands of him and be like, yikes, we have a cheater. We have a guy who is not making us look good. Get off.
I thought FaZe was just like celebrity trash. I didn't know they're any good at the game.
Well, they definitely used to be back in the day. They had full montages and stuff back when they did like the whole COD montage, and that was a massive thing. They definitely had people that were good at the game. That's how you got in there. You had to sort of submit online your clips of you doing really good and things like that, because you had to be able to play the game. I don't know about it now. For all I know, it might just have something to do with like a clout symbol sort of attachment, like a partner. But yeah, they definitely were based on technique and prestige one day. Oh, well, not one day. A day ago. There you go. One day ago. Nah, however long it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just like it's just the clout to have your name associated with an esports team.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
Yeah, I mean, if people start going, FaZe full of cheaters, huh? Then that's gonna start damaging them. They're definitely gonna kick this guy to the curb.
Yeah, for sure. Next thing
God,
we know.
his life is just straight up collapsing, isn't it? Oh, this poor dude.
Well, that's what they tell you. Don't take drugs or else your life ends.
And he just wanted some chicken dinner. Oh, damn.
Yeah, man. Now he's just gonna he could really go bad and start taking up blackjack and go for that winner chicken dinner, and really ruin his life. Bet away all of his earnings off being FaZe Jarvis.
Do we know how he got caught? Like,
I think it. Okay, don't quote me on this. This may be incorrect. I think it was a very.
I'm quoting you.
Okay, fair enough. It may have happened similar to what happened to somebody before, where they quite literally just did the whole click off a program, and the aimbot was just in the background running, and people saw it.
No, but was he streaming? You've got to have the ape brain if you're streaming while aimbotting. Like if you've got a small audience, maybe they're okay with it, but like, there's a lot of people that will pick that stuff up pretty
so
fast.
Boring too as the streamer. Like, unless you get really psyched by watching an aimbot kill people, that would get so boring as the streamer.
It would still be okay just because, like if you gave me the best aimbot in the game and then you put me in an Apex tournament against the best of the best, I would still lose. You know, you need game sense, you need movement, that kind of stuff. So it is still engaging enough. But I've seen some clips where people are aimbotting while streaming. They'll hop into a room where there's a couple of people, and they'll just, like, clack, 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 3 headshots, drop everyone, and then they just look dead at their webcam, and they're just like, I've got to go. Like, I've got to delete the VOD. I've got to go into hiding and hope nobody sees this. And, the second they do that, it's just, like, everywhere. I just don't know how... I mean, if he's putting it in videos, you'd think he'd be able to hide it a bit better, but still, like, you can tell when movement isn't natural.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's how fucking speedrunners and stuff get caught out. It's because there is a single frame where something has moved odd. And everyone's like, oh, well, we better make sure that that's not a blended frame to make sure that they're cutting together, playthroughs and stuff. And they're like, oh, well, it was. Guess you're not a speedrunner anymore, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's how precise it gets. People start, breaking down the metadata of frames, and this dude's making content? Yeah, he must have. I don't know why he would aimbot in his own time if he's just grinding. If he was doing that, he could have just claimed it was somebody else. But,
yeah.
Oh, man, that's so dumb.
I guess all around it does. It's just a dumb thing to do.
This is like if Neil Armstrong was walking around with his backpack full of, roids, and they jingle jangle as he walked, and just hoped that nobody was going to notice.
Well, if Neil was walking around with it, he'd probably be a little bit sus. If Lance was doing it, however, that'd be a little bit different.
Yeah,
He's got them moon roids, boy. That's why he went there.
Neil Armstrong, bloody hell. I am so smart.
It's beautiful. That was a fantastic call. That's exactly what the moon's made of now. Do you know that? It's like dexamphetamines and stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
No wonder Elon wants to get there. Now that's a party. Can you imagine if the ground was drugs?
Just get somewhere and it's like, where are we? We're in a sandcastle, but it's like cocaine and not sand. So it's...
That's the most stoner sentence ever said. Can you just imagine if the ground was drugs? Thanks, dude. Really insightful, bruh.
I love it. You'd probably get there and just... I don't know. I'd probably die, to be honest. I'd probably get there and just overindulge and die.
Well, I mean, you'd be in a spacesuit. So if you took your spacesuit off to take the drugs, yes, you would die in the void of space.
Imagine they had one of those little inputs. You just push past a little flap that's seals itself.
Oh, yeah.
You push past it. You're just oh, yeah. Fill my suit with space weed.
No, they call that AstroTurf. Anyway, let's stop talking about bloody space weed. Okay, so we got this other stupid thing. Man, that's a bad segue. No. I'm so bloody thrown off by my bloody Neil Armstrong. I'm on a roll. A stupid thing happened today, and that's today, which we are usually a couple days behind on this stuff just because it all kind of, collects in the doorway and we sweep it through. And this probably will go under a lot of people's radar, but a video was deleted today called Vomit Cake.
Yeah.
And that sounds like nothing, right? A very stupid video got deleted. But it was such an important video to so many people, and then YouTube's deleted it under the guise of community guidelines, which is bizarre.
Yeah. Because technically, and okay, I'll put it this way. It hadn't broken community guidelines up until this point. There was nothing in it that they said broke community guidelines. The only thing
for 4 or 5 years.
Oh right, yeah. We should probably give a bit of reference on that. This video was uploaded at the sort of third quarter 2015,
and it is iconic. It had tens of millions of views, and it's a bit of a cult classic online, leading to another 2 more in a series that had tens of millions in their own right. And that's another crazy thing, is that you've got these 3 videos all along the same kind of premise of, pieces of human body in a cake to be consumed, but the other 2 are okay. The vomit one isn't.
Yeah, which is kind of funny because seemingly the only difference about that, because I want to say that the other 2 after Vomit Cake had more vomiting and more disgusting stuff in it.
Oh, especially the last one. Human cake, goddamn. The annoying thing about YouTube community guidelines is that they make them intentionally vague, such as, even to the point where, if it is quote-unquote shocking,
yes,
that's something that can warrant it. But Vomit Cake is gross. The premise is that this guy eats the ingredients, throws them up, and they turn that into the cake, and then they eat it, and then they throw up again. Hilarious.
Yeah.
But if you think about the content on YouTube, I'm sure there's jackass clips on YouTube that are fine.
Everywhere.
And I'm just assuming there'd be way worse stuff. It seems so targeted. And this isn't... Now, you could say, this just simply got scooped up in the algorithm. But it got posted almost... Wait, you said 2015?
Yeah.
5 years ago. And with like 15, I don't know now because the video's gone, but it must have had like 15 million views or something like that.
Yeah.
And now it's been hit. That's just really weird.
And it's not like, I was going to say it's not like those views happened overnight, but there were a big chunk of them overnight. However, that video has just continued to climb and grow for the last 4 years. And
Yeah.
this is, and as you said, it's a cult classic. It's something that I guess represents a better time on the platform. Something that not a lot of people really have access to anymore, which is kind of funny because that's what this indicates. It's like that time of YouTube, if this is what they're taking, if they're taking a video that was once acceptable, once that was really funny and had a real good sort of time that people glorify, or not glorify, it's worthy to be glorified, sort of represents the golden age of YouTube, and they're getting rid of it as sort of like a, nope, that time is over, sir, please leave the building. Like,
Yeah, and you got to think, what are they doing? Trying to protect their advertisers or something? Like, what does that matter? Just take the advertising off it.
yeah.
It would have been demonetized instantly just because of what it is, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the reason this is concerning is because, I mean, first off, everyone noticed straight away. A video that's like 5 years old, everyone instantly noticed because it's a cult classic. It's more just the fact that YouTube is selectively deleting kind of a past they don't like.
Yeah. They're really...
And they're not
sort of-
even being held accountable to breaking community like guidelines. Like, the video is fine, especially that video. That one's not that bad compared to the later ones.
It's actually kind of funny. I rewatched it, like, honestly, probably about 2 weeks ago, just to sit through it again and see how different that was compared to the most recent. And it's just so funny watching it through again and just seeing, oh yeah, that's right. This was actually kind of tame for the most part. It was just kind of more
Oh,
absurd.
absolutely. Oh man, I hope they don't take down the others. I'm sure they'll all be uploaded again somewhere. I mean, that's what will happen. They will be re-uploaded. YouTube has not won anything. But man, one of the weird things about doing this with news that's so current is that it may be overturned. I mean, there is huge backlash. It may be overturned, but oh man, I'd hate to see them take down the other ones as well.
Yeah.
Hair Cake may be, and this is no small claim, Hair Cake may be, which is a sequel to Vomit Cake, Hair Cake may be my favorite video on YouTube.
You know what? I can back that claim. I could live with
I would
that.
hate to see them nuke it. And it just over what? Like them trying to clean their record.
Yeah.
Like anyone that, why would an advertiser care if that was on the same platform as them?
Well, I mean, if you
Like that.
if you want to go to that extent, so let's just rule it out to what the, I guess, the common denominator between them would be vomit. That if you look at that, there are so many other videos on Max, that one of the guys that was in the video, Max Mofo, on his channel, he built his channel from vomit videos. You've got someone like LA Beast.
I was seeing him too. Like,
Yeah.
there are tons of channels.
Just like so much, not intentional. The video isn't intentionally about vomiting. There is a bigger plan to it, but that exists elsewhere on YouTube, not taken down. Why was this one targeted?
More than that, if you want to see Vomit Cake, just YouTube search Vomit Cake and you will find at least 100 people reacting to it.
Yes.
Like, it's still there like en masse. And this seems like a weird thing for us to be picking on. It's more because it seems so intentional.
Yeah.
You don't accidentally delete a multi-million view video 5 years after it's been uploaded.
Yeah, definitely.
And this isn't tinfoil hat stuff either.
No, this it's happened. This is all we've talked about so far has been like truthful information. It's factual, and I don't know. I guess it's sort of the people that were a part of these videos, I guess, have really slowed up in the current year because
Slowed up.
Slowed up.
Yeah. You're talking about the creators of Vomit Cake.
Well, actually, yeah, the two in Vomit Cake. Well, one still makes content, but not the same kind of content. And the other
Not
one
on that channel.
And the other one is a successful musical artist now.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the reasons we may never see the video again, is because it would require him to counter the takedown, and he's busy being a multi-plat bloody hip hop artist, so he's probably not going to bother. But yeah, I mean, YouTube well and truly stomped out that generation of YouTube.
Oh yeah,
They were doing their own thing. And it was because the community wanted it. That's why they were so successful. And they slowly stopped it out. They stopped giving them ads. They started suppressing views. That's fine. You know, this is their house. They can do what they want. But it's so bizarre to see this happen later. I feel like I'm a broken record as to why this is bizarre. I feel like we will see them either say something about this or they're just going to revert it and go, oops, this was an error by our robots. We didn't mean to do this, which is like horseshit because we know it's been reviewed multiple times.
You want to know, so in 2017, did you know that iDubbbz's channel got taken down? It got taken down for a full day.
Oh.
And then it was undone. But I feel like this may be the same sort of thing where this video that was seemingly controversial to, well, effectively nobody that... Well, let me rephrase that. Controversial to a lot of people that wouldn't like the content inside the video, however...
Is it even controversial? Is it even a problem?
Well...
like, it's gross, but...
Yeah, I've met people who seem to somehow... think that gross can also equal offense.
Yeah, but I mean... If you're... Somebody throwing up into a cake and then eating the cake and throwing up again. Gross. Obviously. But, I mean... What's gross is such a matter of perspective. Like,
yeah, of course.
What about, like, for example, there's montages of people breaking bones. There's montages of people popping pimples. When is YouTube going to start picking and choosing? Oh, no, that's too gross. That's okay gross. That's, like, this is the... You know, it's such a matter of opinion.
That's right, and that's why I say that there are, quote-unquote, some people who find things gross enough that it can cause offense to them. And that does shit me to tears when I hear that, because, like, I look at vomit cake and I find that to be very funny. I look at hair cake and I think that's, you know, well, as you said, maybe the funniest. But I don't know. It's just, there's just such a the no response, the nothing statement that this is at this point in time. It's gone, and everyone's like, what? There's us that are like, what? Let's see if we can figure out why. There's no leads. There's nothing. It's just...
And this kind of comes back to that whole stream platform thing we were talking about earlier, where you've got these streaming platforms fighting for different creators, right? They are saying, look, you can come to us. We have an alternative. There's no alternative on YouTube. They've completely monopolized this, right?
Yeah.
It's so weird watching them just being malevolent, just taking away videos just willy-nilly. And like, oh man, the creators hate the platform. That is just a given. A lot of creators love the community, hate the platform. Why is it so hard for them to just back off?
Yeah, you make a valid point there.
Man, this is like hardly even a topic. This is just like stupid. We've done this a few times. YouTube did this thing. Dumb as hell. Twitch did this thing. Dumb as hell. It's not preserving money. It's just like... And it's not even like a panic response because this is so old. It's just like... man.
Hey, Johnson, did you end up deleting that vomit cake video? No, I didn't. You should probably get around to doing that. 5 years later. Johnson, did you delete that video a while back I asked you about? Oh, shit, sorry, mate, I'll get on it right now.
Don't forget to upload the part where you explain why. I mean, that would be pretty silly if you forgot to explain your actions and just acted out wildly like some kind of chimpanzee on a computer. Now, that would be outrageous.
That might, and dare I use this word, piss off the people.
I'm off to plant some trees with Mr. Beast.
It's official. Susan Wojcicki is a British male.
Was that what that was?
I don't know what it was. It sounded like a character out of Blinky Bill.
I don't know, man. We're just like these little peons under the oppressive overlord that is YouTube. It's just sad seeing them affect stuff in the past. Like, you'd think that... Oh, man, we can't even say advertisers anymore. I feel like advertisers is usually why they justify their decisions, but if you look at it, this has got nothing to do with advertisers.
Yeah, this is just erasing history.
Yeah, what they should do, if they were actually worried, and they had more than 2 people thinking at once, just lock the video down. Just do that, put a bunch of warning signs on it. You have to click through, But if somebody wants to find it and they can Google search, I want to see this video, they can find the video, click all the boxes, for all we care, put a little box. YouTube does not associate with this creator. No advertisers on this website associated with this creator. Just let me see it, You've monopolized the market. You've made yourself this platform. Don't take away the video. Don't delete it.
Yeah. That's, man, like, they've beaten out literally all of their competition they ever had. VidMe died in 2016 or 17, I think. Like, Twitch has a video production platform, but that's like streaming on YouTube. It's just, I don't know, they've monopolized it perfectly, and now they have this power fist that they can put their foot down and say, well, you don't like it, feel free to upload somewhere else.
Is it time for us to take up the reins and develop our own website?
I think we must. Let us take it.
We'll call it Tooble Gooble.
I like it.
It'll be the most powerful website the world has ever seen.
They won't know what hit them. Old Uble Tooble won't be able to take up the Tooble Google.
That's the one. I mean, oh man, all internet stuff is getting so bloody. Oh man, this is such a tangent at this point. I feel like we got to cut this conversation off.
That's all right. I'm sure the bartenders will kick us out shortly.
The internet is collapsing. YouTube is an oppressive overlord.
Actually, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we should actually just give the waitresses and all the bar staff a bit of a reprieve today, and we choose to leave ourselves before we get greasied?
Yep,
right.
That sounds like a good plan.
Cool.
I mean, like, happy hour isn't even over.
It's not.
Well, let me just.
But I think
I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna pour this beer into my pocket so I can keep some of it for later.
That's a smart idea. I have the rest of a bourbon and Coke, and I'm just going to steal the can, so I hope that they'll allow me to take it outside the premises. But happy hour hasn't finished, but we're leaving anyway. This has been Tavern at the End of the Internet. We'd love to catch you back here next week, so be sure to follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're on iTunes or Stitcher, we'd love it if you could leave a review. James, where can I find you?
Oh, you can find me on all the good stuff at anurchin, N-U-R-C-H-I-N, usually with an underscore space, whatever. And even Mixer now. How good's that? I mean, I'm probably not going to stream that, who knows, but I mean, we're there. That's exciting.
Yes, indeed.
Man, let's go buy some riot gear and some Molotovs. Let's take YouTube down.
I feel like that's a good idea. But before we do that, I'm just going to just say real quick, you can find me on YouTube and Twitch under Netwinder. You can find me on Mixer under Justin Bieber #1, and on Twitter and Snapchat under Real Netwinder, spelled Netwinder.
Oh yeah, man, I'm butchering segues today. I'm donezo. Wait, that's not how you find your channel? That's just your channel name, right?
That is
the account name.
No, actually, no. Technically on Mixer it's Netwinder 2, but I'm still Justin Bieber #1 at this point.
Did somebody get Netwinder before you?
No, I'm Netwinder. It's just my Microsoft name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right, because they own that.
Indeed. Anyway, man.
Let's ask Microsoft. They can save it. Anyway, yeah, let's
get out of here. Fuck.
Bye.
See ya.